another chain. You know I got vices. South side with my queen, whip clean, spread my wings. But they ain't gon' like it. When Tide signed with the Vikings, the price on the bundle was spiking. Covered and strapped, I'm guided. There's not a weapon formed, a metal face me.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, it is the Keeping It Raw podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to go around the NFL. And on today, we make a stop in Pittsburgh. Now, pretty much we know that Russell Wilson has been handed the keys to pretty much take over for Pittsburgh. But now with Russell nursing a calf injury, Justin Fields has an opportunity to come up and to arguably try to take the QB1 spot. Definitely, Justin Fields is a talented guy. The biggest thing with Justin is just his development of being able to air the ball out and throw the ball, and that's it. As far as his legs, I don't even have to talk about his legs. We already know he's one of the dangerous runners in the NFL behind Lamar Jackson. Justin Fields' box office with being able to use his legs. But the biggest thing, and that's what Pittsburgh is going to need, they're going to need a guy that can really, really sling that football to George Pickens. That's what they're going to need. So right now you got a QB1 situation heating up in Pittsburgh, and you got to love it, man. You got to love it that they're going to allow. At first, they wasn't going to allow these guys to compete. They were just going to hand the keys over to Russ. But now with Justin Fields being able to play well in training camp, it puts a whole new spotlight on what's going on in Pittsburgh, because I know Mike Tomlin came out a couple months ago and said pretty much it's Russell Wilson's job. Now, both of these guys are not going to be making a lot of money. I believe Russell is making them minimum money with the Pittsburgh Steelers, probably about 1 point something, 1.2 or 1.6, something like that. And Justin Fields, I think it's like 1.2 or something like that. And then Justin Fields is only making with the Pittsburgh Steelers 1.6, and they did not pick up his option. So basically, Justin would be a free agent after this season. So Justin, definitely, man, he has to take advantage of the situation. And I got nothing but love for Russ. I understand Russ got 13 years in the game. Russ has been a baller since day one. Now, last season, it was a little shaky with him in Denver. He didn't do as well, but he still has some games that he did play well. And I think, you know what I'm saying, Russ still is a guy that could be a QB1 on any team. But, man, you got the young Justin Fields trying to take over the team and trying to get on the field, man. It's going to be a battle, man, for both of these guys to see eventually who Pittsburgh is going to pick to be their starter on day one. And I'm glad that these guys are holding an open competition to Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. Now, it's gonna. I know some people are going to be looking at it like, man, you know, if Russ goes to the bench, how's it going to look? And then how's it going to look with Justin Fields going to the bench? Well, one of these guys are going to have to go to the bench. And then if that guy mess up and he's not playing well or performing well, or, you know, playing to what Pittsburgh really wants on the field, then you know that guy is going to be yanked, and then the other guy is going to be inserted in. So, man, love the QB battle that's going on in Pittsburgh. I think that it's a great thing. This is something that Pittsburgh need, because they need a guy that can get the ball to George Pickens. Now, I know one thing that Russell Wilson does well, and that's being able to throw deep balls. He's really, really good when it comes to throwing the deep ball. And Justin Fields, you know, with him, it's, you know, he has a cannon of an arm. I saw a couple training camps ago how he was able to deliver the ball downfield to George Pickens. And that's what you want to see, man. And then Justin Fields being a little bit younger. So, you know, right now the advantage would be Russ, because he has the years. He has 13 years of experience, and he's a Super Bowl champion. And not only that, he understands and knows the game and knows how to win, while Justin Fields is still kind of, you can say, in development stages. But at the same time, there's some great things in Justin Fields that you're going to like, being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You know, one thing, he's able to run with the ball, and that's going to be beautiful. But the biggest thing, if they can get him to be able to be a good passer and be able to know when to run, man, Justin Fields is going to be box office, man. So right now, I think that it's a healthy competition for these guys to be able to compete for that QB1 position in Pittsburgh. And I think at the end of the day, Mike Tomlin is going to make the decision on which guy that he thinks needs to be the QB1 for the team going forth this season, because basically both of these guys are playing for a contract, and not only a contract, too, as well. They're looking to stay, a starter in the National Football League. And, when you're Justin Fields and you didn't get the team built around you in Chicago like Caleb Williams has, it's a total different story, man. Chicago now is putting the weapons around Caleb Williams, but why didn't you do that with Justin Fields? To me, I think Fields could have always continued to be a Chicago Bear, but, they decided to trade him, and you have to move on from that. You can't hold on to the past. You got to be able to move forward, and now he's going to be moving forward with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, man, I'm glad that it's an open competition between both quarterbacks. Got respect for both of these guys, and whoever wins the job is going to deserve the job. Whoever wins it is going to deserve it. But right now, Justin Fields just needs to take advantage of the training camp, the preseason playing well. Only thing Justin Fields has to work on is making sure that he's throwing that football well, being able to deliver that football to the receivers. And I think he has an opportunity to be the starter for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season, man. And I would love to see Justin Fields. I'm not going to even lie to you. I want to see him just because of what Chicago Bears did to him. And I know, you can say the same thing for Russ, what Denver did to him as well, kind of just let him go because he didn't want to do some things with his contract. So they pretty much let him go. And with Justin Fields, I just think that Chicago didn't build a team around him like they should have. And, yeah, could he got better? Yes. Was he winning games at the end of the season with the Bears? Yes, he was. But at the same time, they decided to go with the route of not being able to pay Justin Fields that next, in his picking up his option and then paying him a huge contract. They didn't want to do it, so they decided to go with Caleb Williams. And we're going to see what Caleb Williams do, man. We're going to see if Caleb Williams is going to be the next C.J. Stroud. But we're going to see, man. Justin Fields, man, rooting for him, man, to win the starting job. But also, if Russ wins it, definitely they're going to be in the hands of a good quarterback that has the experience, has won a Super Bowl already, so you already know what to expect from Russell Wilson. You just want to see him normally do his thing. But, man, shout out to both quarterbacks for having a great quarterback competition. But right now, Justin Fields needs to take advantage of it while Russell Wilson is resting and trying to get better. We'll see what happens, man. Shout out to the Pittsburgh Steelers for allowing these guys to compete. All right, guys, I'll be back to you soon. Peace.
Another chain, I got vices. South side with my queen, whip clean, spread my wings. But they ain't gon' like it. When Tide signed with the Vikings, the price on the bundle was spiking. Covered and strapped, I'm guided. That's not a weapon formed on metal. Face meets corrupt, tell me how does God mourn? Still can't tell the difference from a rose and a thorn. Cop the whole chicken, move the digits down that horn. It ain't